guys, welcome back to Swatch Party. We took a little mini break last week, but we are back and we are full today. My name is Dina. I am the assistant editor for Nail Pro magazine, and I am here with my work wife, Sigourney.
Hey everyone, welcome back. Thanks for joining us. My name is Sigourney Nunez and I'm the digital content manager here at Nail It. And we've got so much on the menu today, but first we want to introduce you to Vanessa McCollough. Was that correct?
No. It's Vanessa. We were practicing. It's Vanessa McCollough.
McCollough.
Yes,
Excuse
okay.
me.
It's all right.
But, you know, I'm a little sick, so I hope that you'll forgive that. Vanessa is an education ambassador for CND, so she's going to walk us through all the amazing goodies we have today, including polish as well as service essentials.
Yes.
So can you kick it off with telling us what some of the products in front of us are?
Yeah. So basically what we have going on is our new packaging for our essentials. It's beautifully packaged now in these white bottles with new labeling and everything, but just so you know, everything on the inside is still the same. Starting off, you've got your Cool Blue, which is your waterless hand cleanser. Perfect way to start off your service. Then you've got your Cuticle Away. The Cuticle Away is a great way for cuticle removal, to remove cuticle, excuse me. And then Scrub Fresh. Scrub Fresh is what you are going to use prior to any nail service that you're doing. Whether you're doing nail enhancements, whether you're doing polishing, this is a perfect way to start off your service to make sure that the nail is properly cleansed. This is a little bit different, so you may not be aware of this, but this is our Awfully Fast. It was previously called Shellac Nourishing Remover. This is now going to coincide with our packaging that you can get to retail to your clients, an at-home removal kit called Awfully Fast. Mm-hmm. And then one of my favorites is our Solar Speed Spray. This is going to cut down dry time and add some nourishment to the nail. You've got your Cuticle Eraser, which is a nail cuticle exfoliator, mm-hmm. and the liquid gold solar oil.
The liquid gold.
What is the difference between the cuticle remover and the cuticle exfoliator?
Oh, that's a great question, actually. Cuticle Away, you're actually going to use during your service, and this is going to be a professional product. Okay. This is something that you can send your clients home with to use at home. Mm-hmm. Okay. It's a great retail product because it actually has alpha hydroxy acid in it.
Meaning?
So alpha hydroxy actually is going to help break down the dead skin.
Okay.
So you'll see the difference between the two products. You've got your cuticle exfoliator is a cream-based product, mm-hmm. okay, that you're going to use and actually rub into the cuticle, okay, and it's going to exfoliate all of that dead skin. It's also great for people who have like that rough skin around the edges.
Totally.
You see a huge difference. I know as nail professionals, a lot of times we'll get a little bit of callousing on the middle finger from using your tools. A lot of people used to get that when we actually used to write. But we used to. Now we were all typing, so now we probably have, calloused fingertips. But anyway, it's a great way to really break down the dry skin. This, like I said, is going to really help break down the cuticles away, but this has sodium chloride in it. So this is what's going to make it that professional product.
Yeah.
And when you actually dive into using this product, it will change your life. It makes the whole manicuring process so much easier because the cuticle really just lifts up and removes right off the nail plate.
Wow.
So yeah. It's a really
we
great
do
product.
have a question from Dragon Granny 1. I think that's a Game of Thrones
I
thing.
like
Is that
that.
a Game of Thrones thing?
I like
Dragon
it.
Granny. Her question is that like cuticle creams? Is any of this like cuticle creams?
So your cuticle cream, I would say, if anything, would be more like your cuticle eraser.
Okay.
Would definitely be a little more comparison. But what's great about it is it does have that extra benefit of the alpha hydroxy acid. Mm-hmm. So it's not just going to moisturize; it's actually going to break down and really get deep penetration.
She said bearded dragons.
Got it.
Excellent.
And hi, April. April joined us for Swatch Party. She's our Swatch Party super fan. So hi.
Thanks, April.
Thanks for joining us.
We have Cynthia Luna on Facebook saying that we need all of these products at Armstrong. And so why would you need both the cuticle eraser and solar oil?
Why would you need both? Okay, that's actually a great question. And again, Sig with the great questions. I like to call this the cuticle cocktail. This
Cute.
was, yes, this
Okay.
was a great little phrase that was given to me by another one of our education ambassadors. Because what you want to do, you want to start off exfoliating, and then you want to condition.
Okay.
Okay, that
Okay,
makes sense.
so the product, when you're working with solar oil, you're looking at vitamin E, you're looking at jojoba oil, all of these really, really nourishing elements that are inside the oil. Whereas this is going to help exfoliate it away, and then this is going to nourish. So look, think about it when you're actually getting a facial.
Right.
We exfoliate and then we moisturize.
Moisturize, yeah.
So same idea.
Viviana, and I'm not gonna pronounce this correctly. Viviana Borgi has a question. Can I use cuticle remover before gel UV apply?
No.
No. So that's a no.
Yeah.
It's a hard no.
You can use it after. But anytime you're using, especially CND shellac, anytime that you are using that, you want to do any exfoliation or moisturizing after the color application.
Okay.
It's really important to make sure that that nail stays dehydrated because otherwise the polish is not going to last the 14 plus days that we are guaranteeing. So.
But that's where like Scrub Fresh comes in, right?
Exactly.
Okay.
I mean, we're going through and we're scrub freshing the nail prior to application. However, we want to put this on after the fact.
Okay.
Okay.
Awesome.
So we're gonna get started. I think
Yes,
we
yes.
are actually gonna be swatching today the new CND collection. Now, we're prepped, but we are not prepped with a base coat,
Yes.
and that is a reason.
On purpose.
That's on
That
purpose
is.
today.
So we have one of the things that we're going to talk about today is the fact that CND Vinylux has a new formula.
Yeah.
Okay, and it's very exciting. There have been, when you're dealing with long wear polishes, there are different bumps in the road that we may hit. And the great thing about it is CND has done an amazing job with the new formulation. Our original formula was giving you 7 days of beautiful wear with the high gloss, gel-like shine.
Yeah.
But now at this point, we've got some additional benefits. Okay, there is now a unique carrying complex, which is going to be infused with keratin, jojoba oil, and vitamin E. Okay, so you know what that means? No more drying of the nail plate. Okay, this is actually going to give you that long wear of 7 days without any drying. And I think that that is going to be a huge benefit to people. On top of that, if you've ever used Vinylux, one of the things that, like you had just mentioned, that you'll notice is there is no base coat with Vinylux. I think this is a huge, huge benefit to nail professionals.
Yeah, it's like skip a step.
It's a skipped step and it's a skipped expense when you think about it. Without having to
True.
purchase a base coat, that is one less product that you have to purchase. Okay, it's going to cost you around the same amount of money, and you're getting that base coat, in a sense, built into the polish. Okay, so one of the great things about Vinylux is it has something called adhesion promoters in it. Okay, these adhesion promoters are actually going to do two things. They're going to allow the polish to adhere to the nail, okay, which is typically what your base coat is going to do. But base coat also, as you know, will help with staining and things like that of the nail if we're going to put like a bright red color.
Right, right, right.
That's not anything that you have to be concerned about because ironically the adhesion promoters will also eliminate any staining. So it's going to prevent the staining. It's going to act as a barrier. So there is no need for base coat. If you actually use a base coat, you're going to negate the effects of Vinylux.
Oh,
So you want to avoid it all the way. If you were to use a base coat with Vinylux, you're going to find out that you're going to turn it into a traditional polish.
Okay.
Okay, so you're going to get the same exact wear that you were getting with any other polish that you've had.
You take away what makes it special.
Exactly.
And there's one more exciting thing about the Vinylux reformulation,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
Which we love here at Nail It.
Because we're brush obsessed.
So should we do the big reveal?
Yeah.
If I can
All right.
open
Well, we all grabbed Ice
Ice
Bar.
This
So
is a
this is
beautiful,
a-
beautiful color as part of our new Glacial Illusion
Yes.
collection. So, ladies and gentlemen, the big reveal.
3, 2, 1.
This new ergonomic design. We have this beautiful new brush, and if you look at it, you could see there are no longer any pointy edges on the side. This is going to give you amazing, amazing application. It's going to hug the nail plate. It's going to hug that shape of the nail that we have. So instead of having this straight across brush anymore, we're able to have this beautiful oval shape, which, as we know, we all, for the most part, have a more oval-shaped cuticle. Some of us unfortunately do not. So when you are applying, you could see, look at that, it goes right up on the cuticle.
We have Polish Galore on Facebook saying, yes.
And Dragon Granny has a question. Isn't CND for professionals only? So shellac is gel, which you would need a professional for, but Vinylux is for one of them.
Yeah, you could definitely purchase it as a consumer. It's a great thing. You can go into many stores and find Vinylux available to you. Basically, what you will find is the necessities that you will need in order to use Vinylux. And so you can get your Scrub Fresh, your color coat, and then our amazing top coat. Because if you're going to use Vinylux, and as I started off saying about the base coat, that you don't need a base coat. What you do need with Vinylux, though, is our top coat.
Is the top coat.
Yeah. The top coat is basically the icing on the cake for Vinylux. Okay, Vinylux is top coat has something called Pro-Lite technology in it. And this is different than any other longwear polish on the market. Okay? Pro-Lite technology basically means that as Vinylux top coat is exposed to any kind of lighting, whether it is the lights in your bedroom, the lights at your nail station, or even sunlight, it's going to harden or toughen over time.
Okay.
So Vinylux will actually be stronger on day 7 than it is on day 1. Okay, and this is very, very different than any other polish on the market, because basically the general makeup of polish is made to break down over time.
Right.
Vinylux is made to get stronger over time.
Oh.
So these are some of the great benefits that you're going to get from Vinylux. What you'll notice too, I just want to make sure you're all aware of this as well, is all of this new formulation, which is going to be both in our color coat and our top coat. I want you to take a peek in the stores and look for this labeling here. There's going to be these stickers on top of the bottles, and as well as these hang tags, which I have over here on our display rack. So make sure that you're looking out for that labeling. The top coat has a nice little box, a new box that it's going to be displayed in, so you could definitely see the difference between the packaging with that. So keep an eye out for that.
CND is always coming out with new color collections, and to clarify, what's the color collection that will include the new formula?
So Glacial Illusion will be the first color collection.
Which is what we have here.
Yes, which is in front of us here. This is our winter collection. Ooh. So Glacial Illusion will be the first colors, collection. Ooh, my mind went blank.
That's okay.
They are available now, so definitely give them a try, and you'll see a huge difference. You'll be very excited. You'll notice with the rest of the colors, they'll be coming in slowly but surely. They'll be phased into the stores.
Okay.
Basically, as they're selling out of the original formula, they'll be ordering the new formula to come in. So you'll be excited to get your hands on that.
I mean, I just went into it because I couldn't wait
Good.
any longer.
Love it. And what do you think?
I mean, I'm a big fan of these brushes, and I always really prefer using Vinylux to save time because I can skip the base coat. So the reformulation uses super exciting. And I love blues. So
this is Winter Nights.
Winter Nights is absolutely beautiful.
It is.
Polish Galore saying, ooh, that blue.
This blue is
This is a fun blue. So there's the brush.
Look at that.
And this is the application. So it gets right in there.
And for the DIYers, CND Vinylux is available at Ulta as well.
Yes.
Okay.
You can get it at Ulta. You can get it at CVS.
Okay.
So definitely take a peek and give it a try. One of the things I also really think is an amazing benefit of Vinylux is look. Dry. Vinylux has an 8-minute dry time.
Oh wow.
8 minutes.
That's
with top coat.
Yes,
2 coats of color, top coat, 8 minutes dry. So you want to increase that? You want to take out your Solar Speed spray. Solar Speed spray can cut down the dry time to 5 minutes. A 5-minute dry time with no UV light, no additional help. So I love it because, especially if you haven't heard my accent, I'm an East Coast girl.
Uh-huh.
And when doing pedicures in December, it's not always fun to go and do that and then have to walk out in disposable flip-flops.
Yeah.
So having the option to really walk out of the salon with your boots on is really great. So definitely keep that in mind, my East Coast nail pros. I also want to just be aware as well that we mentioned that you can get Vinylux in stores, but
Yeah.
I think a great option as well is to just go right to your nail professional, and they typically will have the colors of your choice there for retailing. So definitely give that a try as well.
All right.
Vanessa, we have a question asking, does the Vinylux thicken in the bottle like the old formula?
I love that somebody asked that question, because one of the things about CND that's amazing is they listen. They listen to what nail pros have to say about the products. They listen, and if you have a bump in the road, if you're hitting a problem, they're usually going to rectify that, and that's exactly what they did. Another one of the great features of the new formula is that it has reduced thickening, which means that this bottle is going to last you a little bit longer than the original formula would have. I still have to really emphasize, though, that you really want to always make sure, and I think this is any nail polish, however, specifically when you're talking about Vinylux and long wear polishes, make sure that these bottles are always capped off really tightly.
Yeah.
Make sure that your rim is always free of nail polish. The cleaner that rim is, the tighter the bottle is going to close. You can see, look how nice and clean that bottle is. That's the way you want your bottles to be. Number one, it looks better, it's cleaner, it's a more sanitary look as well.
And open your bottle and it's like...
But it's going to also, it's going to save you any drying out that you want. Keep the bottles out of sunlight. You know, remember, I told you that Vinylux toughens over time. So we don't want to have this toughening in the bottle. Okay, so make sure that you're keeping it out of light, keeping those bottles tight. But thankfully, here we go with the non-thickening.
I will say that I just did Mystic Slate right here, and this is like one coat. Like I haven't even hit a second coat of any of this polish yet.
Yeah, the opacity of the Vinylux colors is amazing. Of course, if you're dealing with a semi-sheer color or something like that.
Right.
We have a question from Stacy. She says, professional question. After using Vinylux on clients, I found that on their natural nails, the natural nails are dehydrated and have white spots. Do you have any suggestions on keeping this from happening? She stopped using it on her clients because she hasn't found a way to combat that problem.
Well, first thing is you will see a huge difference now with the drying of the nail plate. Again, I'm going to go back to saying that anytime we have something that's got long wear, you are going to get a little bit of dehydration that's going to happen. However, we as the nail professionals have to really instill in the client's head the fact that you're getting a nail service done. If anybody has taken a class with me, I have used this comparison in every single class that I teach. If you color your hair, you condition your hair. If you color your nails, you condition your nails. Okay? So, by using solar oil, this is going to help. This is your nail conditioner. Okay? Our new formula is breathable. Okay? It has micropores in it now, which is going to allow the nail to breathe. We all know that, as my friend Dawn once told me, nails don't have mouths. You don't see them open and breathe. They get all the oxygen that they need from blood. Okay? However, moisture is what we want to put into the mix. Make sure that your clients are using solar oil twice a day.
So when you say micropores, it means that when you apply solar oil, it penetrates through the polish to hit the nail plate?
Yes.
Okay.
But that is actually a benefit that solar oil has regardless.
Okay.
Solar oil is one of the only cuticle conditioners that penetrate nail enhancements and nail polish.
Right.
Okay. So when you are applying solar oil, it's not just going to go through your hyponychium, eponychium, and your lateral folds. It's actually going to penetrate, whether it's shellac, Vinylux, an acrylic enhancement, a gel enhancement, it will penetrate. And it has a cumulative effect. So the longer you use solar oil, the more you're going to see the benefits of it. Okay, so if you can imagine it kind of filling in those holes and then really diving deep into the nail plate. So you'll see a huge difference. But again, to go back to, I believe it was Stacy.
Yeah.
You will notice with the new formula, Stacy, go out and buy the new formula. Your clients will be so happy. They can match their shellac, use it on their toes as well. And don't worry, you got a client with oily nails, this is still gonna last. Because those adhesion promoters will help with that.
A couple things.
Go for it.
One is, do you guys teach classes in the San Francisco Bay Area?
Yes.
Yes.
I'm so glad you asked. I am actually, I said I'm a New York girl, but I was in the Bay Area for about 2 years. And I was the nail educator, the CND educator that was up there. I am now in Los Angeles, but I am still, not just me, but me and the rest of our team, we are still
CND
servicing.
family.
Yes,
That's
we are still
awesome.
servicing the Bay Area, and love to go back. So ladies, let us know. Ladies and gentlemen, actually.
And then,
If you want
just
us,
because
we'll be
we've
there.
had a few questions about what color this color is called Radiant Chill, and I'm obsessed.
Yeah, Radiant Chill is
Hello.
beautiful.
Obsessed. And that's one coat, guys. I'm about to do the whole hand with 2 coats and see what it's.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
So it's really great when you notice that you're able to put the polish on and have that really fast drying as well as that coverage. Because obviously we know right now nail art is huge.
Everywhere.
Everyone's using nail art. Nail art is our new accessory. It's like an old school accessory brought back.
It's like jewelry.
I'm telling you, you don't really need jewelry.
Yeah,
If you got your
nail
nails done
art.
right. But what's great about it is it's getting that coverage and getting that quick dry effect is a great way to be able to introduce nail art to your clients without really increasing the service time.
Yeah.
I also want to point out right now, normally you guys see us, we have our cleanup brushes, and sometimes we have pumps, sometimes we have dishes, sometimes we wing it. But I will say, before we started the swatch party today, we pumped some of this
Awfully
fast onto cotton pads, and they are still soaked. They have yet to dry, and we've just been rubbing like our cleanup brush right here, getting it a little saturated, and then cleaning with that. So this is grandiose because it does not dry.
We have to give praises to Michelle, who's behind the scenes, but thank you so much for all of your help today. And on Facebook, we have Lynn saying that she's used solar oil for 20 years and that she loves it.
Yes,
Yeah.
like I said, liquid gold. Liquid gold. There's, as you were talking about awfully fast, though, there's definitely something I want to explain, because it's one of the reasons that we are able to do this cotton pad saturation and leave it here and not have to go back to the pump for the entire hour that we're here is because awfully fast has some amazing benefits to it. The first thing I want you to notice is if you take a little sniff of the pad, you'll notice that it doesn't have that harsh scent that acetone alone has. Awfully Fast has a really light cucumber scent to it, which is really great.
It does.
Because it's nice, right?
I'm like sniffing.
I know, and I'm like, sniff the pad. But if you sniff the pad, you'll notice that, like I said, it's got this really great scent to it. But that's not even the benefit that I love. What I love is the fact is that it's actually infused with macadamia nut oil.
Oh.
So it's, okay, well, why? You know, why are we putting macadamia nut oil in? Well, if you're using, let's just say, you're trying to remove a product that I'm telling you is going to toughen over time and it's going to get stronger over time, and we go to acetone and we take pure acetone and just put it onto the nail, what you're going to notice, it's going to come off. It's going to take probably a moment to saturate the nail polish. But what happens with Awfully Fast is the macadamia nut oil is actually going to help slow down the evaporation process. This is going to allow you to get removal 20% faster than acetone alone.
Instead of like pumping and pumping and pumping.
So let's think about even when you're using, for instance, CND shellac. If you're using CND shellac in a foil remover wrap and you put pure acetone in that wrap, that acetone is going to start to to evaporate.
Right.
You get ashy fingers.
Yes, and then what happens? You pull off that pretty little package and you're left with a fingertip that's white.
Yeah.
Right? Dehydrated. I don't think that looks very pretty.
No.
Right?
You don't?
I don't. No.
You don't? Not even for Halloween?
No. And even when you have the option, like, I mean, these, hands down, cotton pads are great for not having any product get on the skin. However, when that does happen, you don't have to worry about that drying out process.
Yeah.
So if you take a peek, as I'm taking off, for instance, this nail that I just put on here, look at my nail plate. It's not dehydrated. It's not all white. Okay, mine is a little bit because I have dry nail plates. But I have, what's great about it is, like I said, your skin's not going to get all white and ashy looking. The nail plate's not going to dehydrate. So as we're talking about, adding moisture with the new product, this is also going to help with that as well. So it really is one of the great benefits of CND is we're always looking to maintain and promote natural, healthy nails. We're always looking to make sure that that nail is always at its healthiest state, and the products that we're putting on the nails are going to help with that. So.
We want to say hello to PCSJ69. Thank you for joining us. And we have a question from Nails and Doyle. What about needing an oil-free surface after? Is that a problem? And I don't know what that means.
Oh, can you ask again? I didn't.
So it says, what about needing an oil-free surface after? Is that a problem?
After
the service?
Do you mean
I'm
after
assuming
polish?
After Nails and Doyle, could you comment again and be more
We have a couple of the same questions
Okay.
on Facebook about does the reformulation on Vinylux help with matching the colors of shellac?
So the new formulation, you're going to get all the same colors.
Okay.
So we have the same color line. And again, one of the wonderful things about Vinylux is the fact that it matches your shellac colors. So for all of those clients who love to have their fingernails matching their toes, this is going to be a great thing to have in your salon.
So Nails and Doyle said for polish. What about needing an oil-free surface after for polish?
So for afterwards, you don't need an oil-free surface after your nails are polished. What I'm going to assume that you mean is the oil-free surface prior to application.
Right.
So that's where Scrub Fresh comes in. I have not scrubbed
So the
fresh
oil
one of my
won't-
nails
yeah, she
since we
said
have been
so.
sitting here. I do
Yeah.
apologize for that, but we had
Whoops.
prepped our nails earlier. But prior to putting
You have
Vinylux
an extra
on
hand if you
the
want.
nail, okay, this is what we want to do. First thing, I'm going to drill into your head. This product here, again, if you've taken my class, you've heard this. Scrub Fresh, not White Fresh, right? So what we want to do is take Scrub Fresh on your cotton pad, and you really want to scrub the surface of the nail plate, okay? We scrub, and that's going to remove all of the oils from her nail plate. Look at the nail plate right now. It's white, it's dehydrated. Scrub Fresh is going to give you 30 minutes of dehydration.
Okay.
Okay, so you have 30 minutes to work. The nail will naturally rehydrate itself.
Okay.
And then when you're finished with your service, you can either finish off with your solar oil or your solar speed spray. The solar speed spray is still going to offer you conditioning as well.
Awesome.
So start off with a dehydrated nail using Scrub Fresh, and then you could finish and rehydrate the nail with your solar oil or, like I said, your solar speed spray.
Right.
Vanessa,
I
I
hope that
wanted to
answered
let
your
you know
question.
that
It did.
Bill
She said
is
okay.
watching.
Oh, thanks, honey.
He says, "Hey, looks great, ladies."
Oh, thank you,
Thank
Mr.
you.
McCollough.
Thank you.
Relationship goals.
Oh yeah, it's always nice when you've got that man supporting you, right? So, over time, what you are going to notice is this polish you're going to just fall in love with. I'm doing my second coat now. Do you girls already have second
I have
coats on
second
your
coats
nails?
Oh
on.
yeah,
Yeah.
I've been working quietly over
She's
here.
like
good.
obsessed over there.
Good. Because what I want you to do is dive into that top coat.
Okay.
You know, put that top coat on, because you'll see as soon as you put the top coat on, that's where you really notice that that high gloss shine that you're going to get from the polish, which is very, very reminiscent of CND shellac.
We had a question from someone asking where they can buy solar oil.
Solar oil, again, first choice I'm going to tell you is go to your nail professional, okay? And then, if they don't happen to have it there for you, Cosmoprof is always fully stocked with solar oil. And what's great about solar oil, I do have to say, is you've got, before I move on polishing here, you've got definitely lots of options here. You've got this 0.5 ounce bottle. You've got a 0.25 ounce bottle. And then you've got minis.
The minis.
The minis.
Those are my favorite.
Minis are my favorite because I am huge about making sure that my clients do at-home maintenance. And my thing is I invest that small amount of money into a mini, and I make sure all my clients go home with a mini. That's on me. The first one's on me. The next one's on them. Okay, exactly. Because once you start using it, you are going to want to purchase it.
You become a little obsessed.
Exactly.
I just want to roll through the colors that we're doing for people that are just joining us. This little glitter one is Ice Bar. Then we have
I love Ice
Winter
Bars.
Nights. Then we have Mystic Slate, which is a super fun color. Cashmere Wrap.
I love that color, by the way.
Which is a great nude.
It is.
And then Radiant Chill, which I think is my favorite.
Pretty good.
We have Diane Diaz just joining us, who is also an education ambassador with CND. Thank you so much. And then we have Joanne saying, "You belong on QVC, Vanessa. So professional."
Okay, now I have to laugh because my husband watching, that's where he started his career on
QVC?
Oh, no kidding.
So apparently I got some subliminal pointers from him. So I also need to talk about a little something that we have going on here. So I just polished my nail with Mystic Slate.
Yeah.
And I got a little bit on my skin. You see this right here? So you see this? And then with that, I want you to see this. If you have a Pro Series gel flat oval brush, this is an amazing way to clean up. Nobody wants their nail professional to use their fingernail to remove polish. So if you take a bit of your Awfully Fast, look at that, it's gone. And that was nice and easy and nice and professional. And what we just did is, again, we used that saturated pad, just keeping it next to us and lightly saturating, thank you. Saturating that brush will remove it right off the skin. And again, you don't have to worry about any of that white residue that winds up happening.
Yeah.
When
So
you're
I will
using
say,
acetone.
so if we want to take a look, I have the top coat on the Winter Nights blue, and then no top coat on the slate, the Mystic Slate. So you can see the difference in the shine there. This is the only finger with top coat on it. And then Sam Tosh 23 asked if you can layer the colors same as shellac.
I love that you asked that question because I was going to do that.
Yeah, what are you layering?
So, Ice Bar, we love, right? Ice Bar is
a good layering
amazing.
color.
And one of the great things about, I think, all of CND's colors is the layering options that you have. So you could see, obviously this, you could see right through this color. It is a sheer color. So what do we want to do? Let's turn this beautiful blue into a little something
Oh
different.
yeah, that would look nice.
Okay? So my Winter Nights I just put on, so I just want to give it a moment to set so I don't
I'm going to
lift
do mine
any of
over
it.
the Mystic Slate.
Oh, good, good.
Vanessa, we have a question. Is solar oil available at Ulta?
Yes. Yes, ma'am. Or sir.
Oh my God, that's super fun.
Okay, look at this.
You see how fun that is?
It's
Oh
a
my
good
God.
topper.
Is that ridiculous?
That's
And I love
so
how on
fun.
your nails it looks a little bit more pink.
Yes. And it's,
Yeah,
it's
there's
interesting
it's a
too
little
because
more
we really
pink in there. That,
we
I
have
don't
very
wanna flip
similar
you guys
skin
off,
tones,
but
so
that's
it's-
super fun.
Oh my God, I love the way this looks.
That's super fun.
All right. I think I'm going to have to do this on all of my nails. This Winter Nights with Ice Bar is just, I am loving it.
Yeah, that's really fun.
It's beautiful.
When can our viewers get their hands on this collection, this Glacial Illusion
Glacial
collection?
Illusion is out right now in my head. But it's really, you'll find it, it will be available November 1st. So we're not too far away.
November 1st,
We're not too far
almost.
away. I like to make
In
things
my
up in my
dreams,
head.
it's
Sorry,
available
exactly.
In my
In
dreams.
front of me, it's available to me. No, I'm just kidding.
So fun.
Yeah, no, but you can get it November 1st. It will be in stores, and you should get your hands on it. So, what did you put Ice Bar over? Ooh, Sid's getting.
Cashmere wrap.
Yes.
And then
Okay.
I have cashmere wrap over Radiant Chill.
What? I like. What?
I gotta try.
She's getting all schmancy.
And then I
on
put
us.
I
top
know.
coat
She
over
always
every color.
she leaves me in the lurch, in the amateur lurch sometimes.
Well, she is a CND shellac certified pro.
Oh.
So.
Yes,
Okay.
Vanessa was my instructor. Thank you.
You guys, I just make sure everything's spelled correctly on the outline. You guys got to do my nails for me.
There you go. She does a good job.
Well, you guys have to carry the conversation because my brain's not all here today.
That's okay. We will blame it on the illness, right? So I did have to share a little story with you guys.
Okay. Oh no.
Oh yes, it's time, Sig.
Oh,
It's
no.
time.
So Sig and I had a great opportunity.
She's already
That's fine.
said.
Yes.
I've started.
It's okay.
Yes,
It's
go,
funny
finish.
though. It's very funny,
It's okay.
and it kind of just makes it that we had a really great first encounter with each other.
Was that the first time I met you two?
No, thank you.
No,
It wasn't.
okay.
We had
Oh,
met you. We had
boy.
done the class already.
Oh, right.
So
okay.
we had a little bit of that, and then we both were lucky enough. We worked for the Moschino fashion show
Hey,
a
Miss
few months.
Bob.
Yes, I remember.
Yeah, we had a really good time, and we were working our butts off, and we got a little loopy.
After like a 12-hour day.
Exactly, and I don't remember what the joke was, but something funny got said, and Sig and I were sitting directly across from each other, and she took a nice big swig of her water, and I said something that made her laugh, and she went,
Oh,
and
no.
squirted her
Right at
water,
her face.
like all over me, and I sat, I was like,
I was mortified.
oh, it was the funniest thing. Thankfully, it's me, and I don't care about anything like that.
I'm so
because-
sorry.
Thankfully, it was water,
Exactly.
not coffee or.
Right? Oh my God.
But it was right at your face.
We were sitting really close to each other. But it was fun. Good times. Good times.
Good times.
Sorry.
I had to share that.
That's okay.
Very important.
It's part of my past.
It is.
It defines me now as
It
a
does.
person.
It's one of
I
those things.
accept it.
Yes. No matter years down the line, I will always bring that up to Sig because
That's hilarious.
It brought us closer.
it did. You see?
Oh my gosh.
I love this show, girls.
Well,
This
thank
is
you
lots
for
of fun.
joining us.
I'm glad to be
Thank
here.
you very much for
I am glad
coming
to
and
be
hanging
here.
out with us. We do want to give a really big thank you to Cosmoprof for supplying
yes.
us with all of this fun stuff. And what are we going to do? So I kind of want to use this.
Okay. So one of the things that you want to do is what I would do. Why don't you start off using some of the solar speed spray?
Okay. And is there like a suggested
Before
distance?
you move forward, we have
Yes.
Janine joining us saying, hello ladies,
Hello,
what's
Janine.
happening on here? My first time.
Oh, well, welcome to Swatch Party. We are
Is this
here.
Swatch Party?
Yeah, we're here with Vanessa. She is an educator for CND. We are playing with the new Glacial Illusion collection, the Vinylux, because
That has been reformulated.
That's been reformulated because I can't be trusted with shellac. And this collection is available November 1st.
Yes.
We have swatched the colors,
Yes.
all 5 colors, one color for every finger.
That includes a brand new brush.
It does include a brand new brush. I'm going to go in with the Solar Speed Spray. And I was just getting ready to ask if there's a suggested distance that I need to be, or no? Like right here?
12 inches?
Yeah.
Yeah, you want to make sure, there's really not, we don't really give you like a guideline as far as distance. You don't want to saturate the nail with it, so you definitely want to get a mist over it, but you do want to wait 60 seconds after your top coat is applied to let that all set
smells so good.
prior.
Is it true that you want to point your nails down? Does that matter? No.
No,
Yeah.
because I just did it up.
Yeah. So for me, I always look at Solar Speed Spray as like this.
Oh, that
yeah.
smells good.
smells so
But I'm like, you're smelling sweet almond oil. So what's great is I love to get to kind of end my service that way, as the client's sitting and it places her hands down and she's looking and you kind of just spray them and they breathe in that beautiful scent. That's always the reaction. The reaction is always, oh, that smells so good. So it's a really, really great way to end the service.
Yeah, because you come into a nail salon and I don't automatically think this way, but it's just because I've been around nails now for a little bit of time. But you always have that anticipation of like, oh my God, it's going to stink.
Oh yeah.
Everything's going to stink. I'm going to stink. It's going to be stuck in my nostrils for 2 days.
And what the heck am I smelling?
Yeah, but this is beautiful.
Yeah,
It's like-
it's really
spray
it's
my
nice
mouth.
because what's good about it though too is that these scents that you're smelling, whether it's the cucumber scent in the Awfully Fast or the sweet almond oil scent, in the Solar Speed spray, they're not overwhelming.
No.
They're all lightly scented, so it's really just like a light scent that you're getting instead of like an overwhelming fragrance, because I don't think anybody really likes that, getting overwhelmed with scents.
Does this nourish too?
Yes. It's got all of the same benefits that solar oil has. They're just, they're not as concentrated as your solar oil. So it has a lot of the same benefits with the vitamin E, the sweet almond oil. So you'll definitely see a big difference. This is something, though, that you're going to use in the salon.
Okay.
Yeah.
Not something necessarily that you'll send home with your clients.
Okay.
So,
Also acts as a barrier.
yes. A lot of us, I know you'll see
Would you
people.
mind repeating what she just said?
Yeah, a lot of people will a lot of times take oil and put it over the nail after, like prior to a client putting shoes on or something like that, to kind of act as a barrier. That's exactly what Solar Speed Spray is going to do. It's going to create that oily barrier. So in the event that the client gets clumsy, because we know they all do.
Every time I hit
I'm
the
a
parking
client
lot,
to those too, so
I
yeah.
smudge my nail.
And that's a huge thing with Vinylux. You could tell the client, just sit for 8 minutes, sit for 5 minutes with Solar Speed Spray. And they can go in, put their seatbelt on, no problem. So.
We have Connie saying, "Good day, ladies. I wish we had better nail salons in this area. Doesn't CND have a nail salon finder?"
We do. So if you go to
Technology.
CND.com, you will find lots of information. Information about products, information about the styles that we come up with, but one of the great things is that you get to find the salon locator. If you go to the salon locator, you want to put in your zip code, and it will actually tell you where you can find salons that use C&D. And it actually will specify the extent of C&D products that they're using.
Oh,
so
awesome.
if you are a shellac certified pro, it's going to show up. You know, that Sigourney is a shellac certified pro. If she's using
91607.
there you go. It'll tell you if they're using Vinylux, if they're using shellac, if they're using Retention Plus or Brisa. All of these things show up. You'll also find out, too, the level of education or higher education that your nail professional has. As you know, C&D offers master classes, which allows a nail professional to take their career from this level and just bring it up to here. Taking these courses are really what is going to set you apart from the rest, as far as I'm concerned. Continuing to advance your education, I think regardless of what industry you work in, but especially our industry, because I mean, we have a perfect example here with technology changing, formulation changes. Going and taking a class is a huge way for you to advance your career. So definitely keep that in mind and know that your clients are going to see that, and your clients are going to be aware of your level of education.
Right.
You know, I feel like as you take these classes, it's showing how much passion you have for your industry as well. I consider myself to be extremely passionate. I know with spending times with you girls too, that you're both extremely passionate as well. And it's, I think, a huge benefit to go out there and advance your education and take your career to the next level. It's a great way to show your clients that you care about not just yourself, but you're caring about them as well.
Where is the list available of the continuing education or classes?
You can go again to CND.com. You want to be registered as a licensed professional, and that's going to give you the little
Like the pro
the sneaky
tab.
side.
Yeah.
This is going to give you, as the nail professional, all the information that you need to know about C&D, including where the classes are. You want to click on that education tab, and that's going to take you where you want to go.
Does that include Australia?
We are global, so yes,
Yum.
C&D is all over the world, and we've got some amazing educators in Australia. Ms.
That looks really
Cherie Pollard to be.
We have Brenda saying, "Hi ladies, love C&D Vinylux."
Yay!
And then Ginger, who's in Ventura, California, saying, "Having so much fun watching. My client and I watch together. Love my Cosmoprof girls, and of course C&D."
Yay! That's our Ventura manicurist. She is a C&D diehard, and we absolutely love you back. So thank you for joining in, and thank you for allowing your client too to join in and hear all about these benefits.
Hang out with us.
Yeah.
I will say, just because we're talking about new technology, and this has nothing to do with nails, but it is almost that time of year. Do you know that you can go online and find out where they're selling Girl Scout cookies? They have a Girl Scout cookie locator.
Do they really?
Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you guys, there's going to be, that locator is going to go to my house then.
I was a Girl Scout, and they, not only did they only have like 5 flavors when I was a Girl Scout, but you did not have that option. And like now I take my dog and I type in my zip code and we like go on a hunt for Girl Scout cookies. I'm like that crazy person that needs them.
Girl
So
Scout
new
cookies are
technology.
good.
They're
Yes.
delicious. You can
I like
freeze
it.
them.
I think though that the Girl Scouts may have ripped off CND though with the Girl Scout cookie locator. So we'll have to give CND props for
the locator.
yeah.
Vanessa, as an educator and someone
Yes.
who has taught classes, hosted classes, how do you promote it in your area so that you have enough signups to actually host the class?
You know, I have to say it's definitely a difficult task. It really is. A lot of times, you know, I think especially as nail professionals, we run on a schedule. You know, we're running on a service schedule, and it gets a little bit difficult for us, I believe, sometimes to find the extra time to take the class. I've found, unfortunately, that sometimes, you know, a lot of people will show me a lot of interest in a class. People are always asking me for barista classes, and then I've had, unfortunately, a couple of times where I've scheduled, and then, you know, you have a small
Like
turnout, and then unfortunately not able to host the class, you know, for just 2 people. So I tell you, keep your eyes open for the classes. Reach out to your local educator. You can find your local educator again on the CND website. You can also call our hotline. Okay, the CND hotline is listed on every single one of our products. Okay, remember when I told you when we first started that CND listens? They really listen. Call the number. It's on the back of this bottle I'm looking at right now. 1-800-833-NAIL. Okay, it makes it nice and easy. All of our people who work at the hotline, they're so responsive. They're very receptive, and they'll really listen to you and take into account, you know, if you need education, if you're unhappy about this, if something's wrong, they'll listen to you. So definitely
awesome.
One of 2 things. Either go to the website, look for your educator and reach out to her or him and let them know that you're wanting it. And also reach out to your nail professionals around you. Okay, we have to remember that even though we can look at each other as competitors, we
Know your
are
neighbors.
Yeah, your neighbors, and we are a team of nail
It is a
professionals.
community.
It is.
Yeah, it's
It
a
is.
community,
And
for sure.
So reach out to your peers and let them know, hey, like let's get a gel class together, and you know, get a few people together. Reach out to your educator. They could put a direct education class directly for you in your salon if you want.
That's
so,
awesome.
yeah, it's a great way to handle that if you need to.
If you need education.
Yes. Because we're always looking to educate.
I think we have a great anecdote here from Helen. Sorry. She says, I love CND in all caps and heart emoji. I started out doing Vinylux, then advanced to Breeza Gel, then pedicure course, nail art both in polish and gel. Decided to upgrade my education to become Grandmaster, and I have taken the Shellac Master Painter as well. And now I'm learning to do acrylic.
Yay!
Wow.
That's
amazing.
a lot.
That's amazing. Being a well-rounded nail professional is the best thing that you could do for yourself. As we know, not all nail polishes, every nail is perfect.
Right.
You know, so by advancing your education and taking these classes and making yourself a very well-rounded nail professional, you will see a huge difference in what's in your pocket. You know, to be able to offer a client, for instance, Vinylux over an acrylic, you know, a set of acrylic enhancements or your liquid and powder enhancements. I mean, imagine that. You've got clients maybe who've got ridgy nails or ski jump nails, you know, all of these things. To be able to really enhance that nail and make it beautiful, you know, to give them a beautiful canvas to start off with, and then you could put these beautiful colors on top of, beautiful nail art on top of, different nail effects and things. So keep going. Take your acrylic class, take your Brisa class. We've got Master Sculptor, Master Architect, Master Painter. You take all 3 of those classes, and then you're considered a Grandmaster. Okay? You have a great way then to present yourself to your existing clients as well as new clients that come in.
That's
So
awesome.
I always say keep it going. So nice work.
Diane Diaz says, Amen, Vanessa. Taking us to church.
Taking us to church every week. Well, we really, really thank you for coming and hanging out with us today. We had an awesome time with all of these products. Again, the Glacial Illusion collection will be available on November 1st. Big shout out to Cosmoprof for providing us with all of this fun stuff. And we will see you guys next week for Swatch Party. Facebook Live, 11 a.m. We'll see you there. Bye. Thanks.